I'm a dancer, and I'm a traveler. And wherever I go, I experience the world one dance at a time. I'm Mickela Mallozzi, and this is Bare Feet. Bare Feet is supported in part by
Bloomberg Connects gives you a way to experience the arts from your mobile phone. You can explore hundreds of cultural organizations from around the world, anytime, anywhere. Learn more at BloombergConnects.org or wherever you find your apps.
New York City is back, and so are we. I am so grateful to be back in my favorite city in the world, New York. And what better way to celebrate the resiliency, the artistry, and the vibrancy of the city than by dancing my way through it? It's been a challenging time for us all. A global pandemic, our nation's reckoning with its history rooted in racism, and more. But I feel so lucky that we have beautifully diverse stories to share with you of traveling the world within the 5 boroughs of New York, where you don't need a passport, just a MetroCard. To kick off this season of Bare Feet, we start with one of the loudest and most important messages learned from the past few years, those of joy and resilience from Black voices. One of the most prominent Black voices in dance was that of Arthur Mitchell, co-founder of Dance Theatre of Harlem, one of the first Black and diverse ballet companies in the U.S. Virginia Johnson, artistic director and founding member of the company, is a legend in the dance world.
Arthur Mitchell wanted to give back to his community much the way that Dr. King had created opportunities. And so he created Dance Theatre of Harlem first as a school. And very quickly he had 400 kids. But then he said, well, you know, I need to create something for them to aspire to. So he created the Dance Theatre of Harlem company just at the moment that I arrived in New York. Harlem in the 1960s and 1950s was really a devastated place. There was no future for these young people. And he thought, well, by giving them a classical art form to train them in that, he could change their lives. Yeah. And it was a great way to say, look, this is Harlem too.
Virginia is part of that legacy, but she has also never claimed to be the first Black ballerina, though that title has been given to her unofficially in the past.
Before me was Janet Collins. Before me was Raven Wilkinson. There were people, before me was my teacher, little Thurl Smith, who went to Paris to learn how to study ballet because her teachers in Washington would not teach her. And so there are a lot of people before me. I don't want that. I want to say ballet is for everyone.
Resident choreographer and former principal dancer with Dance Theatre of Harlem, Robert Garland, offers to give me a taste of his piece, New Bach.
Concerto Barocco, which was a George Balanchine ballet, to the music of Bach. You know, one of the things that Balanchine brought to the classical ballet technique was the idea of speed and syncopation. And so I've added, on top of that, African-American vernacular dances that otherwise would not be seen in the Bach context.
And I'm going to be dancing with the company or some students today?
This is the company.
Okay,
yeah,
so no pressure.
No pressure.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6.
One of Dance Theatre of Harlem's company artists, Christopher Charles McDaniel, is part of Arthur Mitchell's lifelong legacy of student-to-company member.
The first time I ever saw ballet was Dance Theatre of Harlem. The first ballerinas I ever met were here. So everything that I want to do in life in terms of dancing, teaching, choreographing, producing, all of those things that I've been able to hone in on my skills here. But it's a place where everything's possible. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, good, 2, and 4, and 5, and good, 1, 2, 3,
Arm is up, right, on this one?
The first one, yeah.
Da.
6, then arm round, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's good. Then
And
round.
it's a jeté?
Yeah, jeté.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, good, 4, 5, and 6, turn 1, 2, 3, and 4, almost 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
I messed that up.
What does dancing through the pandemic mean for Dance Theatre of Harlem?
Well, the first thing it meant that we lost all of our income. We have had no work since March 2020. So, but we've kept the dancers dancing.
it presented another opportunity, and the history of Dance Theatre of Harlem is one that we just kind of roll with the punches and we make magic happen.
How do you see the current state of Dance Theatre of Harlem's work and potentially future work being affected by all of the change that's happening in the world?
You know, I just feel as an artist, as a Black artist, that there is a vast amount of material and idea out there that has yet to be mined. So I, of course, create my own work, but it's also my responsibility to find the next generation that will create their own.
Right from the beginning, the thing that pulled me to Dance Theatre of Harlem more than anything else was the fact that I realized that I had something to do in the world, and that if I wanted to change the world, I could do it through dance.
Oh my gosh, chills, yes, beautiful.
Changing the world through dance is something Dance Theatre of Harlem's Robert Garland has been doing for decades. He and Misty Copeland, legendary ballerina for American Ballet Theatre, teamed up for a powerful evening of activism through art at the Amph on Little Island.
In the wake of last summer's many reckonings, I felt that young Black dancers might benefit from an alignment between the art form that they practice day after day and their culture and/or heritage.
They are the future of dance. They are the future of ballet. And I hope that we see more of this in the future. So thank you so much. The legal system can force open doors and sometimes even knock down walls, but it cannot build bridges. That job belongs to you and me. Our fates are bound together. We can run from each other, but we cannot escape each other.
The dancers for this piece, Stare Decisis, hail from New York's most prominent dance companies, Dance Theatre of Harlem, American Ballet Theatre, New York City Ballet, and Alvin Ailey American Dance Theatre.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all people are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Let the decision stand.
Next stop, I head back to Harlem to meet up with my dear friend, Evita Robinson, fellow traveler and storyteller, to explore this neighborhood and its Black-owned businesses.
This is Evita Robinson.
Hi.
Founder of Nomadness Travel Tribes.
Yes.
Tell our viewers a little bit what Nomadness is.
So Nomadness is a community right now of over 26,000 travelers of color. We really spearheaded what is now known as like the Black travel movement on social media.
Our first stop is to the Edge Harlem, right on the corner of West 139th Street and Edgecombe Avenue.
This place is so cute.
It's cute, it's cozy.
Oh my gosh, so cozy.
Sisters and New York natives Justine and Juliet Masters started the Edge Harlem in 2014 to serve creative food that reflects their own British and Jamaican heritage, including a traditional homemade Jamaican sorrel.
Our father is the creator of the sorrel. He delivers it to us every week with hibiscus leaves and ginger and sugar, spices.
Delicious. Thank you so much. Oh, this looks wonderful.
This is the fish and chips right here, and these are the fritters.
Yes.
This is the fish and chips, so we spiced it up and made it slightly Jamaican and adding coconut flakes to the batter.
The Edge resides in the building that was once the meeting place for key figures of the Harlem Renaissance, such as poet Langston Hughes.
So we have like our little bookshelves and teach people about the history of jazz or Black history in Harlem, but also Jamaican history and all these cultures that we have in here.
Evita then takes me north to the top of Sugar Hill on the corner of Amsterdam Avenue and West 155th Street.
We are at Sisters Uptown Bookstore. It is so homey, which you're gonna get that feel with everywhere we go today.
I love it. I love it.
But it's about the community and it's about the literature. It also doubles as a cultural center, so you'll see a lot of really well-noted Black authors. A lot of Black history is within the pages of the books that are in here.
Sisters Uptown Bookstore was founded by my mom, Jennifer Wilson. In 2007, she also added a cultural center, so all the artistry from the neighborhood and the community, could be represented.
They even do a lot of book tour stops.
This would be a packed room.
It would be a packed room, exactly. And they kind of like reorient everything. People go all the way back to the front, and it's amazing to see the community come out. But it's important because you want that connectivity. This, like the Black community, you get us on board, the mouthpieces, we shape culture. It's important that we tell our stories. We have amazing stories to tell in our history, and we're great at it because it is us.
Our last stop takes us to Boulevard Bistro on the corner of West 116th Street and Frederick Douglass Boulevard. We talk to co-owner and chef Carlos Swepson.
You gotta try the biscuits.
Okay.
You see the sign right there,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
The sign doesn't lie.
Biscuits all day.
Aside from its delicious biscuits, Boulevard Bistro is known for its soul food and its signature cocktails, all named after legendary Black artists, including the Baldwin, after writer James Baldwin, and the Nina Simone, after the iconic musician.
Harlem has such a rich culture and such a rich history that I wanted to be a part of.
Yeah. Harlem has become sort of this mecca for a lot of food places, but you really stand out.
Thank you. So one of the things that I wanted to do something that reminded me of my childhood, right? Something that reminded me of when I was growing up and when I was in Mississippi and what Big Mama would cook, right? So, and then yet use my French training to kind of tie it all together.
I always say, every time I eat something, but I'm like soundless, speechless.
My next stop is to Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn to meet with Ty Brown, founder and director of the Brooklyn United Music and Arts Program, an inner-city youth organization whose mission is to change lives one beat at a time.
Ready, 2, 3, go! I wanted Brooklyn to have a sense of pride when they saw us, that like, that's our group, that's our kids. So us naming it Brooklyn United was on purpose.
The Brooklyn United Marching Band and Elegance Dance Team were born from the legacy of the HBCUs, or historically Black colleges and universities in the South. These iconic drumlines are synonymous with Black culture.
We have this spirit that was planted in me, and my duplication and my success is only if I can put it in them. Look at your drums. Are they put down properly, yes or no? Yes. Look at their drums. Put down properly, yes or no? So give me 25 push-ups. They can't learn if you don't teach them. If you know it, they gotta know it. What's our responsibility is to give back what was given to us. And to me, the world that we're all looking forward to and seeking starts with that.
Today is one of Brooklyn United's rehearsals after a long hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
A lot of the instructors used to be students in the program. Every time I see them, I see the personal growth. I see the willingness to try and the willingness to help each other.
So is it just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Oh, like you're cranking it. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh my gosh, ready?
Every single kid helped me and was more than willing to share that move, that dance, that step, that rhythm. And it was like, I'm gonna lead you right now. And I can see that confidence that you've put in them and built in them and assured that they can do this. Inside my nose. Out, out. Oh, that's nice. Girl, yes!
Today's practice is bigger than us. Teaching them careers or business or math alone won't be enough. We're in the profession and business of people. You gotta do better each time. If you're not willing to do better, this is our chance to find out who's not willing to get better. They have to sit down. This is a performance ensemble. If you can't perform, stay home. Watch us on YouTube. As the older ones get older and move on, we have young ones coming right behind them, and that's really the goal. That's how legacies are built,
Yes.
where you make sure that your lineage is strong and your foundations are strong. We'll be here for a long time.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna demonstrate now.
Okay, okay.
An annual celebration of Black voices that I was personally unfamiliar with until recently is Juneteenth. The Juneteenth NYC Festival has been going on in Brooklyn since 2009, and it celebrates when the Emancipation Proclamation finally reached Galveston, Texas on June 19, 1865, 2 years after slavery had been abolished. I meet with Athenia Rodney, organizer of Juneteenth NYC, at today's celebrations in Herbert Von King Park in Brooklyn.
We are survivors, we are survivors, we are survivors. We talking about Juneteenth, y'all. We are survivors, we are survivors, we are survivors. Make some noise for Juneteenth, y'all. We are survivors, we are survivors, we are survivors. Of people who were free and became slaves. Of people who were slaves and became free.
The first time that we did it, it was in a very small park. A lot of people heard about it. And then the additional years, we had 5, 7, and then 1,000.
Oh my gosh.
So it definitely grew really fast. So about our 5th year, we had 3,000 people show
Oh my gosh.
Dream on, dreamer. The way Alvin, Ailey, and Maya Angelou, and George Floyd, and Breonna Taylor dreamed of Southern Baked Pilgrims, dancing and slow marching their sorrows down the yellow brick roads.
We were going out into the community, we were giving out flyers, we were talking to schools, we were trying to build relationships with different community organizations.
Yeah.
So now, fast forward to this year, it's crazy.
It's crazy. And you can hear in the background we got more music.
Most
It's
definitely.
amazing. There's so much energy.
How we celebrate Juneteenth is a 3-pronged approach. So we believe in entertainment, educating, and then the last is empowerment. So what do you walk away with today that's going to change your life, change the trajectory of your children's life?
Nationally, awareness for Juneteenth has grown exponentially, and today, Athenia's reach has grown even more in New York City. A sister celebration at the Children's Museum and Broward Park is taking place simultaneously.
How many ways are there to be free? Like 5 ways? Like 10 ways? How many ways? There's so many ways to be free, right?
We've been in the same location about 120 years.
Wow.
We're the first children's museum of the world, and
Oh my gosh.
and we see ourselves just as a beacon of the neighborhood. So we brought together Brooklyn Conservatory of Music, Juneteenth NYC, Brooklyn United, Friends of Broward Park, all in just bring an opportunity for the community. When you walk into our space, you see youth who are playing together with people who might not look like them. One of our key roles and our missions of existence is just bringing people together to learn. Because the more you know about those who seem different to you, you realize it's actually not that big of a chasm between us all, and that leads to a much better and beautiful world.
How do you feel today celebrating Juneteenth in this way?
It is great to finally have the respect of the government to say this is the struggle that people endured in this country. And now we're able to say, okay, we have the right and the privilege to celebrate the freedom that we all have been looking for so long.
Y'all got this.
And happy Juneteenth to everybody. Super excited to be here.
Today is a day of celebration of our journey, of our struggle, of our perseverance. And because of all of you, because of our spirit, the best is yet to come. God bless each and every one of you. Happy Juneteenth.
My last stop brings me to the Joan Weil Center for Dance at the corner of West 55th Street and 9th Avenue in Manhattan, home to the legendary Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, the company, and the school. I meet with artistic director Robert Battle to talk about Mr. Ailey's legacy and the future of this space.
This building is the bedrock of creativity. Part of wanting it to be windows and wanting it to be open, I think, speaks to the spirit of Alvin Ailey himself. He wanted dance to be accessible to everybody. It was a part of his mission because he knew what it meant to be left out. He started the company because our stories weren't being told on the concert dance stage.
And I've been so
The past year was the 60th anniversary of Revelations. I watched that for the gala, and it was stunning.
talked about show.
Yeah, well, Revelations is a masterpiece by any stretch of the word. It's a suite of spirituals that expresses the experiences of Black people in this country. And to think of him creating that in 1960, at a time where one could not fault anyone for only having a message of anger. But he managed to have the tenacity to give us joy.
The organization's ability to pivot so quickly online during the pandemic is another reason why I'm here, to meet in person for the first time one of the teachers that has helped me get through the pandemic during lockdown, Michael Thomas.
You're real. You're real.
You're real.
This is my crew.
Hi, guys.
You really got me through COVID. Every time I danced in my living room, hearing your voice, that's why seeing you in person and hearing your voice, it's so soothing to me because it brought me so much joy. And like, my blood was pumping and I was moving and I was dancing again.
Hey, arms to me up. 2, 3, curl. And lift.
Michael is a teacher at the Ailey Extension, a school to continue Mr. Ailey's legacy of making dance accessible to everyone.
10, 6, loop 7, 8, 1, slide 2, 3, slide 4, 5, 6, 7, down 8, snake 1. I think that the diversity that the company offers is probably one of its biggest assets.
That's what I love about the extension program. Your contemporary class, there's Masala Bhangra, there's Zumba, there's Samba, there's West African, there's hip hop, there's ballet. Everything, anything you can think of is here and accessible to your non-professional dance community, which is everybody.
Rush 1, 2, 3, 4, hips, 6, and throw. We have heel. That really is what drives me with extension. The beauty of all of this is that we're all diverse and different.
I think dance is healing, you know. I think that's why people for over 60 years have come to see this company. We're just happy that we're going to be back, but we're also going to keep a virtual footprint along with being live and in person. And so some lessons have come out of this about connectivity, I think, that will be lasting.
Group 1 is Angela, Amy, Cindy, Edwina, and Erica. You know, it's for everybody. You know, it really is.
Yeah.
It came from the people, and it should be given back.
Yes. Amen to that.
Amen to that, girl. Okay? Yeah. No,
From activism through art, to joy as revolutionary, to breaking down barriers and opening doors for so many, to the future generations to come, we celebrate Black voices for their beauty, recognize their struggle, and support in their cultural legacy. Black lives do matter. And I'll see you on my next bare feet adventure, wherever it may take me. You can stay connected with us at travelbarefeet.com, where you'll find extra bonus videos, join our Bare Feet series conversations through social media, and stay updated with our newsletter.